Welcome to Brands on Tap, the podcast where we discuss all things brand related.
So whether you're a business owner, industry expert, or simply interested, this podcast is for you. Welcome back to this week's episode of Brands on Tap, where this week we're talking about a topic that divides the room, but not this room, because we're firmly on the same side. But that topic being, is social media a search engine? Which is, being talked about more and more at the moment anyway. And we just wanted to put in our 2 pence.
Yeah, it's a trending topic, isn't it?
It really is, with so many changes recently as well. It's one that, everyone's talking about more and more and trying to, I guess, keep on top of, because it's just changing all the time.
Yeah.
Which is making things complicated.
Yeah, harder for us as like marketers, isn't it? To keep on top of everything, because it's like every day you go on LinkedIn and there's a new post from someone with a new update. So, yeah, that's what we want to talk about, really.
Yeah. Agreed, definitely.
So, should we start with, what a search engine is then?
Yeah, so I mean, off the top of my head, a search engine. So if you think the likes of Google, Bing, etc., it's like the World Wide Web, www kind of thing. Yeah. So it's basically where you can input your search and it will deliver you all of the relevant search results for that topic, often hundreds of millions, if not billions, of results per search. Some more relevant than others, and basically prioritized by a lot of factors. I guess you're ranking SEO, so a lot of factors like that are considered.
Yeah.
Like the relevancy of the topic, the ranking of the page, how trustworthy the source is, etc.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
No, I think you've summarised that really well. I think we both, talk about how much we use social media to search for our own inspiration in our own lives.
Because I feel like before, I wouldn't have ever gone to Google for inspiration. I probably would have gone on like Pinterest. But then even still, that content is so idealistic. Like it's like so aesthetic and like...
It's for your like house interiors, but or maybe some fashion stuff. But yeah, that's kind of where I leave that one, Pinterest for me.
Yeah. So then I guess it's also useful to go over the definition of a social media.
Yeah.
Which I mean, according to Oxford, is that it's basically a network platform for social networking.
Yeah.
So as far as the definitions go, they're saying that technically, no, it's not, that social media isn't a search engine, but those definitions are definitely outdated compared to like in the eyes of what social media is now, in my opinion.
I agree. And how people are using them is so different, isn't it?
Yeah.
To what it was when social media networks were first created, I guess.
Yeah, like MSN.
Yeah.
And what else? OG Facebook. What else was there?
Ooh.
MySpace. Not that I ever had any of these things.
I feel like there's some that have just flopped as well. Like, do you remember, I can't even remember what it was called, Fahoto?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I do remember
And
that.
it was like a boomerang type social media.
Yeah, but you could only take the pictures in the app.
Yeah.
And then it would put that weird filter on them.
And it would be in your feed and you
Yeah,
could just
it would
like
just be
them.
a feed. But there was no like way, was there, for you to follow random accounts? Like you only could follow, I think you could only like follow people you had the username of.
Yeah.
Or like people you know kind of vibe.
Yeah, I think so. That was,
weird.
a weird one.
That is a proper throwback.
Yeah, that's like 10 years ago.
That is actually ages ago.
Yeah.
I remember when Instagram was like that. I literally remember my brother taking a photo of a banana and that he'd like, I don't know, drawn on and putting it on Instagram, and it's still on his Instagram, and it was in 2012.
Stop.
I think it was 2012 or 2013.
Wow.
And I literally am like, wow.
Yeah. I
Generations.
it's actually so nostalgic, like looking back at how old Instagram used to be, or
yeah, and what it used to be.
Yeah.
Social media's just changed so much.
There was no Reels, there was no Explore.
Could you even post videos then?
No, it was all just one photo.
Square photos with set filters.
Yeah.
And you could take them in-app, couldn't you, I think, but
yeah,
you would like
I think
upload.
So. And it was, everyone used to do like getting a bit off topic, but yeah, doing like boomerangs. They were like a real big thing.
Yeah, they do. But was that specifically an Instagram thing?
I think it was. I think that's where boomerangs began.
I could be wrong. But I remember being 16, summer holidays, taking loads of boomerangs. I think I was the coolest person ever.
Yeah, same. But it was funny looking. And even like you could see all the activity of your followers.
I miss that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that actually now probably be a bit toxic, but
Yeah.
like, because you could weaponize that.
I've noticed there's a new update. I don't know if you've seen it on Reels where you can click to see all of your friends and what they've liked. So it'll just show you all Reels that only your
Oh.
follow, like who you follow, has like liked.
Oh no, I didn't know that, but that is
So
really
that's another
interesting,
little reintroduction, I think, of
that element.
yeah, being able
Yeah.
to spy on what people are liking.
That's
If you
so
want to do
funny.
that, then
To be fair though, that's a good. Add that to your screening process. If you're deciding if you like someone or not, see what they're like.
absolutely. But I guess the Explore, I don't personally use Explore.
My explore page is really weird,
Mm.
but I think it's because, like, you know how they have really clickbaity things on there? Like, I get mine is just full of like weird, gruesome photos of like things that aren't what they actually are. Like,
Yeah.
it'll be like extreme makeup of like a gash. I'm like, why is this coming
Is
up?
that what you're engaging?
But I don't think I am on my feed, but I think it's because when I see it on my explore page before I search something, I'm like, what the hell is that? So I click on it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, it's just makeup, or oh, it's just like, I
Okay,
don't know,
yeah.
whatever, like a simple explanation.
Yeah.
But and now it just looks really weird. It looks like I've got loads of like surgery inspo, or like I like gore. I just don't.
Oh my
I
gosh,
think I
that's
hate
so
it.
niche.
I know. I literally, as a exercise, like when I realise that actually it's getting really bad, I will scroll through till I find pictures of dogs, click on those, and then keep clicking on pictures of dogs until more
Just to
pictures
try
of dogs
and-
come up to try and change my algorithm.
I find for me, it's whenever I've got such a habit of sending reels to friends, like just funny ones or whatever. And then as soon as I send something, because now that's like supposed to be like one of the top metrics for engagement, I will just get served so much more of whatever I've shared. So
Yeah.
if it's like a work meme or
Yeah.
something, I'll just get
Work
bombarded.
memes.
Yeah.
Do you love a work meme?
But yeah, they've all evolved, haven't they, really?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the main point.
Yeah. Some have died some deaths.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing for some of them, to be honest.
Yeah. They want
Like Threads,
be
what
real.
happened to that? People
Oh,
still use Threads.
Yeah.
It's still active.
And I get
Oh,
emails.
Be Real, yeah.
Yeah, I get emails to say that they're like the threads is still growing.
And it's still updating, but I'm honestly so behind it now
No,
because, yeah, just
that
don't
was a
use
bit of a
it.
flop for everyone.
We don't really have any clients on it.
No, we don't.
Actually,
no
we
one.
don't have any clients that use it.
Yeah, X we know is kind of just going downhill.
Yeah.
More and more people
Well,
are
yeah, it's
removing
just-
themselves, especially businesses, from the platform, I guess, because they just don't like the political.
Yeah. More people using Blue Sky,
Yeah, Blue Sky.
which I don't have, but
No.
then I never had Twitter really. I only have Twitter to watch what people say in real time when a new episode of Love Island comes out.
See, that's what I'm like, but with TikTok.
Yeah, but I like the reactiveness
Yeah.
of Twitter.
I've never had Twitter, to be fair. So, yeah.
I've never I've never posted on it. I've literally only ever used it when I
Yeah.
watch TV, and then I'll type in the show and the name of the person I'm interested in,
Yeah.
like to find out. Because I would never, like, obviously never comment something negative on anything, but I do sometimes like to know if people are thinking the same thing that I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And some people will say it.
Yeah. It's nice to see the real time, like you say.
Yeah.
And just relate.
It is interesting.
Mm.
Anyway, that probably isn't the best use of Twitter as a search engine.
No. But I think TikTok, I know we both use that, I think.
Yeah,
in our,
religiously.
yeah,
I
a
am
lot.
cutting my TikTok time down.
Are you?
I am trying.
Oh.
I don't use it
just
before I
love
go to
it.
bed anymore.
Oh, wow,
I
that's
know,
really good.
That is actually, yeah.
No, that's actually really good. I feel like I'm addicted every night before bed. I'll have a good scroll.
Mm,
And
yeah,
I'm in an
not
endless
me.
loop for like
Huh?
an hour
Oh,
of just like scrolling.
you said in the sloop, as in like the pub down the road or something.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But no
Anyway.
offense to the sloop. Anywho,
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, I guess how do we both use it as a search engine then? Just as individuals, let's offer our perspective.
Okay. Yeah. My perspective is I'm never going on Google saying top rated restaurants in London, for example. I went a couple of weeks ago. That's just not how I look.
Yeah.
I would much rather be served visual content. And rather
Okay.
than like a list of 1 to 10, which is what Google would give you, with some pictures that like the business has selected themselves, I'd much rather go on Instagram and type in top 10 places to go in London, and then it give me like nice reels or like photos that like users are doing, like
Yeah.
user generated content. I just find for trust, I prefer that. And then same for like even like outfit inspiration. I'm not typing in on it, Google. Give me like office work, outfit ideas, like, because all I'm going to get is sponsored ads from Shein and New Look.
Yeah. So true.
I just don't want that. I am much more of a visual searcher.
Yeah.
So I search for visual content. And I think more and more people are. Like, I can't say that my mum probably does it. Like, she would search on Instagram, actually,
Okay.
for like, she does crafty bits. She'll look on there for some craft ideas.
That's nice.
But
yeah,
I think it just is a person by person preference. But my point is that as the younger generation grow up into a world where they've not known Instagram or similar, that is just going to be their go-to, because why wouldn't it be?
yeah.
I think.
And I think most people do. The trends are saying that most people have a preference for visual.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we've now got the short video
Yeah.
widget on Google search, so that pulls in all your
Yeah.
TikTok, all your reels, Facebook, Instagram reels.
Do you think that's just a way, though, for them to buy back that search that they've lost?
100%. I
'Cause it's
think
like-
it's just more of an opportunity, for them to grow their search, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Instagram's gonna have so much more exposure now, and brands can have more exposure because they're gonna
Yeah.
appear in more places, I guess, their reels, than just in platform, which they've obviously only historically done.
Yeah, that's really true.
So pinching more of Google's search space, I think.
Who, Instagram and TikTok?
Yeah,
Yeah. And now
YouTube Shorts.
Instagram, Google are trying to take it back.
Yeah, with their AI
Yeah.
overviews.
Oh, God, yeah. Love
Yeah.
an AI. To be fair, I don't know what I did before AI overviews.
They're so useful.
Like, literally everything. I just type it in so rudely sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, please, can you give me this? Other times I forget, and then I just type it in and I think, oh, it's given me a nice overview. It's highlighted the bit I need. It's told me where you've heard it.
Yeah,
So helpful.
yeah.
Like, must be so easy to be at school now. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking. It's definitely not.
ChatGPT and AI overviews.
I need to
Sorted.
know how that works now with schools and universities.
Yeah, I don't know how they
digress, but-
check. Yeah,
Yeah, because I was like doing my dissertation when AI, like ChatGPT, was first a thing people were talking about, and teachers were like, or lecturers were like, oh yeah, we've got tools we can run it through. But do you, like,
Yeah.
you take the Z's out, would you know? Like,
yeah,
probably not, because people are writing more like that anyway.
yeah.
And I'd be offended now if someone said, oh, thanks for using ChatGPT when
Oh,
I wrote
yeah.
something. I'd be like,
I
wasn't
know.
me.
Especially because I think we said this maybe in a previous episode, I'm not sure, but I use like dashes a lot when I write, just generally. I
yeah,
feel like I always have.
Yeah.
And now everyone's on LinkedIn saying, oh, if you use dashes.
Yeah, and
And,
dash.
and I'm like, that's just the way I write.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Let me be me.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the model that that ChatGPT is built from. Just trying to be like you.
Wow. That's quite a
I do
statement.
like that you can personalize your ChatGPT to talk like you.
Yeah, tone of voice thing's cool.
Yeah. Mine's like, hey girl.
Is it?
It uses emojis too.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't know you could train it in that way.
Yeah, when you set it up, you can set the tone that you want it to talk like.
What was your brief?
Just like friendly, girly. Like, I just really went on the friendly side.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I think it's not harsh enough when I need an aggressive email.
Yeah.
Then I have to tell it, like, please be rude.
Yeah, take out the niceness.
Anyway.
Just too nice, that's fine.
Thanks.
But
funny.
yeah, I think everyone's using it more. Gen Z, we've been reading up a lot about that.
Yeah.
So 64%, I think,
Mm-hmm.
according to like a recent Forbes survey, said that they would sooner use TikTok for search than they would
Yeah.
Google. So yeah, well, like you were saying, all that Gen Z younger
Yeah.
generations are now migrating more to using TikTok, Instagram for inspo, just getting recommendations from genuine people.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a bit of a point with Google that obviously because you've got like the ads and you've got the AI overviews, you've got businesses all trying to compete for their own brand
Yeah.
awareness and search engine rankings, that they're kind of in a bit of like a disadvantage because kind of like what you were saying, you prefer that real person point of view rather than just someone being really strategic to rank there for you for what you're looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, it's having like one thing I find as well is sometimes I Google something and if it like pre-AI overview just doesn't give you the answer you want and you had to read a whole page to realize that. So it's
Yeah.
like, actually, here's a video where it just literally tells me straight away, easier.
Yeah.
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 I think it is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see like how people actually end up using that short video function
Yeah.
because
I've only seen it tried at them, or like approved on like really big brands at the minute.
Yeah, same.
Like everyone on LinkedIn's using like Rode as an example, like
Yeah.
Rode Beauty, and I think fair. But then also it's going to show up. Everyone like's got 8 million likes or whatever. So
Yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it, to your local business? But
yeah.
yeah.
I think we kind of covered TikTok. Oh, YouTube.
Okay, yeah. YouTube, I guess, then is another one
Yeah.
where people use it. It's one of the largest, I guess, searched on social media networks.
Would you call it a social media?
I would.
I don't know if I would, because by definition, it
Yeah.
not a social network. You could. I just don't know.
I've got such specific opinions on this because I literally wrote an insight for us on this the other
Go
day.
read it.
And it is YouTube a social media? That's what I've called it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, go check that out. But yeah, by definition, from my understanding and thoughts, is yes, it is. But it's got way more functionality that kind of goes beyond a social media
Yeah.
tool. So the fact that it's got like this new communities feature, the fact that
Yes,
it's got,
that's like quite new.
yeah, and you can kind of just create that custom content update community on your profile, which is quite nice. But I guess going back to the search bit, you've ultimately got a huge search bar,
Yeah.
and that is what majority of people are navigating to rather than always
Yeah,
they're
like
subscribed to.
subscriptions.
And YouTube Shorts, again, that's newer, and it's not like
Yeah.
fundamentally what the platform is there to do. It's for people to search for videos they want to see.
Yeah. So then I'd probably argue that YouTube was like the OG social media as a search engine in that case.
I agree.
Because it's been
completely.
around way longer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know off the top of my head when it was, but I remember being like really young and watching YouTube.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you do search for that. So, and
Yeah.
how-tos on YouTube, like they are born and bred there.
Yeah.
So,
And that's what appears in loads of Google search. Like ultimately to date, really it's just been YouTube that pulls in on your videos and how-tos and tutorials and stuff on search. So now obviously that's broadened, but
yeah.
historically it's always been YouTube that pulls into search results on the videos tab.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Very true.
it's always had quite a high percentage of that ranking space, I think.
Yeah. YouTube's changed a lot anyway. Like, I guess with like YouTube influencers. Obviously, like influencers started on YouTube. Like, so then that space has been built for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see it as a search engine.
Yeah,
kinda get
I
that.
see it.
But would you go on there and type in top 10 places to do this?
No, I wouldn't do it for that. I
It's
think
like it got a slightly different intent.
yeah, depending on, I guess, preferences, but I would say I would look at it for tutorials, how-tos. Work-wise, I use it a lot
Yeah.
for like how to set things up and
Yeah.
test things or whatever.
Why is this not working?
Yeah, yeah, I'll go there for that. That's like my default.
Yeah, that's true. And it is,
Yeah.
as a tool for marketing anyway, it's just so useful.
There's so much content on there,
I love
isn't
an
there?
unlisted video on YouTube.
Yeah. So, yeah, what else have we got? We got Reddit.
I can't say I've ever used Reddit.
Yeah, I feel like I've used it a bit more recently again, but it's just like forum-based chat
Yeah.
threads, but people are again searching for a thread they're interested in. Like
Yeah,
kind of like
true.
you were saying with like Twitter, when people get their live reactions to say Love Island or whatever it might be, they'll go on Reddit and do the same thing, and there'll be like an active thread, say for controversial, but Trump in America,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff like that. And then there'll be like thousands and thousands of people following it and all
Yeah,
commenting.
true.
So yeah, I feel like it's like quite a community-based search
Yeah.
engine where people kind of form their own little threads of things, and then they
Bubbles.
all comment on it. And you know, like Star Wars fans, I've seen loads of that on there.
Are you a fan?
Loki.
That's why you're on there.
Yeah. But I remember like Googling something about it, and then like yeah, that was the first thing that. So I feel like a lot of like fandoms are on there.
Yeah. I guess it's more of a community building like site in that
It
way.
is, yeah.
Yeah. I have heard of like, you know, when there's like a mass or like a murder mystery, like a real life case, and like people congregate on Reddit to try and solve it. I can't remember
Yeah.
what TV show.
Okay, yeah, I've not
It
heard
was
of
the one
that.
about, I can't remember the title, but it had the F word in it and cats.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
F with cats.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that it?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
rings a bell.
I think that was a Reddit forum. That
Okay,
they all congregated to like solve it. And they did.
fair enough.
Anyway, I
Yeah.
digress.
What else have we got? Facebook.
Yeah, I just think Facebook's dying a death, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed.
I just feel like, yeah, it's got an older cohort, hasn't it? And I feel like people our age use it less. I only use it for like family stuff
Yeah.
to like engage with what my family are doing, not anything beyond that really.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's not, I wouldn't really say it's probably like the weakest out of the socials for
Yeah.
search engine type stuff, because you're really searching for groups, people,
Yeah.
posts, but to like a limited extent. I just feel like the way the algorithm works, even when you do try and search for like something, then it just gives you like a really limited result.
Yeah.
Not in the same way like TikTok, Instagram will just give you like loads of content.
Yeah.
It just kind of gives you like a really select few.
Basic.
Yeah, I just feel like it's not really
Yeah, but
got
then
that same function.
part of me wonders if that is because of the user group being older,
Yeah.
that they maybe have done that to kind of limit the mass like level of content to digest.
Yeah. And also,
But-
yeah, that's a good point actually, because ultimately, like Meta, you know, they've got Facebook and Instagram. There's going to be
Yeah.
there's not got to be differentiation between the
Yeah,
two. They
otherwise
can't
what would
make,
be the point?
yeah, they can't make Facebook like Instagram and vice versa, or else. And I feel like they're just
Yeah.
pushing Instagram so much.
Do you remember though when Facebook, I don't know if it's still got it, the like video function. And like I used to like scroll through Facebook before TikTok,
Yeah.
and I'd find a video on Facebook, and then I'd scroll down that feed of that video, and it used to be like a mini TikTok.
I did not know this.
Yeah, I
use
used to spend hours just scrolling through Facebook videos because there was nothing else to do.
Wow. I did
God,
not.
We're so sad, aren't we?
We just love social media. But yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know
now-
that.
Yeah, it was just,
feel like I
to
didn't
be
really
fair,
use
if you did it now, you'd just be served really weird AI videos. I've got like
Yeah.
5 friends on Facebook, so the things on there are so odd.
Yeah.
They're just like AI generated. The other day it was, what toilet roll would you rather use? And it was like different ridiculous things as toilet paper. Like it was like a cheese grater, broken glass, like all these really weird things. Sandpaper. A cactus. That was the other one.
Oh gosh.
And yeah, I was like, why the hell am I in this? Why am I looking at this? I just can't look away.
Your feed is like drawn to like controversial,
It
like
actually really is.
interesting stuff.
I've got like a
that.
mix. My TikTok though is so aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've just like conditioned it to like nice stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that about TikTok. The algorithm works hard.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
That's so true. I find it funny when like I sit with someone else and they're on their phone on TikTok and I'm like, oh my god, I've seen that. And like things will come up and I'm like, I've seen that too.
This is
And
why we're
I'm like-
friends.
yeah, no, literally. And then like the other day I sat with someone and our TikTok came up from the other day of the like nice to meet you one and I was like, you better like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We work hard, but TikTok works harder.
Yeah, exactly. Is there any that we've missed?
Not that I can think of, social media wise.
No, I can't. I think we've covered them.
Oh,
me.
Snapchat we were going to
Oh.
mention,
Yeah, Snapchat.
which I feel behind on because I don't have it.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
Because it was ranking one of the top, wasn't
It
it?
is,
Was
which
it
is
third?
interesting.
I can't remember. Was it third? Yeah, third.
A
Fourth,
third.
sorry.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was Google, Instagram, a like Asian search network
Yeah.
that we aren't familiar with.
Yeah.
Then Snapchat, which to me, when I did have Snapchat, what search function?
I know.
I literally don't remember it having that.
I don't even know what that would be other than the AI bot that's on
Yeah.
there. And that maybe they're using that as a way to quantify people searching to the AI chatbot.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe we're just too old.
I feel like we're a bit old now to know why
Maybe-
someone would want to use that.
Yeah, maybe that's a survey in itself. Like users under the age of 18, for example, like
Yeah.
16 and under, are they using the AI chatbot to answer their homework questions or
Yeah,
like what their-
personal questions. I'd
I-
love to know.
Yeah, I do remember that chatbot coming in and there being loads of commotion about it being a bit weird.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember that, and it's telling people like where people were and stuff, even though it didn't have access to
'cause
location settings.
Oh, that's the thing that I find quite weird about it is
Mm.
you can. I don't know if this is still the case, but when it was first introduced, you could send snaps to it.
See, that is weird. Why would you want to do that?
So yeah, you could send a selfie and it would be like, "Oh, you look great," or like you were saying, if
Maybe
they-
sometimes to pick me up.
or like you could send a picture of where you are, and then it would be like, "Oh, I know where you are."
Yes,
So
yeah, that's so weird.
It's a bit odd. I don't know why they've introduced that, but like you said, it'd be really interesting to know how actually people are using it.
Yeah,
Because
because
they're using it as a friend.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There will be some people that do that. And actually, is that a nice tool, mental health support tool? I don't know, but it depends how it's built, because if it's not built with that in mind,
Yeah.
then is it just kind of
Yeah, I saw a
not fit
really
for
funny
purpose.
meme yesterday, and it was like someone using ChatGPT. I don't know if it was legit or not, just a joke, but and it was like condoning their like awful behavior in a relationship. Like, it's okay, don't you worry. I know it
Oh
was a
my God.
mistake, and you're gonna get through this. And I'm like, surely AI cannot be just supporting.
Yeah.
Because I guess that is a bit of a toxic environment with AI, is that people could brief it and say, oh, look, I want you to make me feel better about this. And it's something really awful. Like,
Yeah.
is AI going to say, actually, that's really awful?
Oh
Or are
my
they going to
God.
just say it's okay?
Yeah, that is actually a really good point. I've never thought to brief it with something like that.
No, never. No,
That's
neither.
interesting people do. I did see a TikTok. I think it's a bit of a trend at the minute where people like tell it like make it's kind of like make me feel good about myself, or like you'll put in loads of photos and then it'll say like, oh, it looks like you travel a lot, you've got all these things to be grateful for, but it's not like personal advice, it's just saying like what it observes from the photos.
Yeah.
But
It'd be interesting to do a survey on that, wouldn't it? Of
Yeah.
usage of AI search.
yeah, I just think by age it must be so different.
Yeah.
I feel like that's obvious to say, but I can't imagine my parents searching in the same way that I do.
Yeah.
So
I literally only told my parents this week. I said, have you heard of ChatGPT? And they hadn't heard of it.
that's crazy. I talk about it all the time and my mum will be like, what?
Yeah. They literally had no idea. And I helped my dad like set up an account to try it out. But yeah,
It is just crazy.
there's people that just really know about it. People who are a bit nervous about it. People just don't have a clue.
Yeah.
So-
I think I can understand why people are nervous about it. I mean, it's been around for long enough now, a few years.
Yeah.
But I do get why people are scared of it because it's a scary thing. Well, how does it know everything? Like, that's
Yeah.
weird in itself. No
Yeah.
one can do that.
When does it end? You know?
Yeah, what if it starts like, I don't know, duplicating itself and then like overtaking the world?
That is a genuine concern for a lot of people.
I feel like I'm not worried about that. But
Yeah.
I know some people think it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Okay, I think we've covered them all then. I haven't got really anything else to say on Snapchat, to be honest. I don't think I'm educated in it enough.
No. I think we're just not the demographic of it anymore, I don't think.
No.
I used to love it. I was like
Same.
13.
It was like the first social media I had before Facebook.
Yeah, I had it before Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed Facebook till I was 16.
To be fair, I think my parents were the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I think back, I'm like, thank
No,
God.
I remember I set up an account when I was 13 because that was the age, right? Literally a week later, I had to remove the profile because they were like, you're not allowed
What
that
a
yet.
travesty.
I know. And I was like, I'm 13. I
I'm
can have
allowed.
it.
Legally.
Legally, I am. I wonder if that's still the rule.
I don't know.
Surely
It
not.
worries me though sometimes because I think now, like, I'm lucky that I don't have a social media footprint before the age of 16.
Yeah.
Because, like,
true.
realistically at that age, God knows what I would have put on there. I look on some people's accounts sometimes on Facebook and it's like for rate or like all these weird things.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
are we doing that?
X for lines.
Yeah.
So funny.
And there used to be those videos of like, drop your name and or was it lives? Were they live? I don't know. Where like someone would be like, oh, drop your name and I'll give you a live
yeah,
reaction.
and then it'd be like two random girls from school like going through all these boys and saying like, yeah, Matt, you're an 8 out of 10.
So funny. Yeah, I'm thankful for it.
I
now.
didn't do one of those. I'm really glad.
No, I can't say I ever did, but
Yeah.
I definitely knew about them. They'd be the talk of the week at school then. Like, you'd
Yeah.
go in on the Monday and someone had done it on the Friday and you'd think, oh my God, what did they say?
Yeah.
And I didn't have Facebook, so I didn't check.
Yeah. Oh, funny times.
It was funny.
Yeah, so the next bit we want to talk about is, how it's affecting brands.
Yeah.
This change in search behavior and intent. So, how that's going to impact how brands are marketing themselves, really. So,
Yeah, I think my thought on that specifically is just investing more in like aesthetic, visually pleasing content, because it's no secret that more and more people are using social media as a search engine, so your content needs to be ready for that.
yeah,
That's my main thought anyway.
yeah, agreed. And like the preferences for visual, we know that short form video content is the most engaging
Yeah.
rather than static. So just put
Yeah.
your attention there and create nice
Yeah,
content.
people first content too.
Yeah,
Like, I really don't want to watch a typographic video slideshow.
yeah,
I'm sorry, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I will scroll.
yeah. I feel like the attention span's obviously just so small now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
What is it like? You've got like less than a second to capture their attention,
Sure.
and if not, they're scrolling in the first 3 seconds. So
Exactly.
that stat definitely could be refined, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it's something like that.
Yeah, I feel like if the outro is like 5 to 10 seconds long, a few years ago, like that wouldn't have mattered as much.
Yeah.
But now it's pretty crucial that you don't have like these really long intros because you're just going to lose someone straight away, like you say,
Yeah.
in
So
their
true.
feed.
Yeah.
So
We've noticed it even on our own content.
yeah,
Like,
adapt.
adapt, overcome.
Yeah.
Ew. I'm going to regret that so much later.
I'm going to put that on the wall in the office.
Let's get that printed. Okay. Yeah, other than that though, I think my other thought is building your trust on social with the use of UGC, so like user generated content or influencer marketing. There's more and more of it. There are so many like UGC content creators now, and I trust them. Like, I think they're just girlies like me, or like, do you know what I mean? They're just normal people, because at the end of the day, most of them probably still have a job. Like, they're different to influencers in my head.
Yeah.
Because they're just like
Normal
the average
people.
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, whereas like obviously, pardon me, like obviously influencers are regular people, but I just think because they're so inundated with products, new things to try, and that actually that space is a little bit more crowded. So
Yeah.
that's my thought anyway.
More genuine, I think, more relatable.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there is that thing, isn't there?
It's like influencers are kind of pedestalized and then everything's kind of too aesthetic that it's not really relatable. Like the amount of times you look at the comments for influencers and then someone goes, well, this is relatable. You know,
Not-
that's
yeah.
like the top thing at the moment. I feel like more and more people are just becoming more aware of things
Yeah.
being too polished and perfect all the time, which
That's
is
so
kind of
true.
where like influencers, I guess, kind of started. But now it's kind of like we're a bit fed up with that now. We would rather have someone like, you know, normal, regular person who's just jumped on TikTok to review a product
Yeah, that is really true.
and do some whatever
Yeah.
tutorial.
I feel like influencers, they have to be so careful. They literally can't win in my head, because anything they do will be wrong in someone's eyes.
Yeah.
So God, like, bless them anyway. Their skin is so strong, because I literally couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, but
So are you thinking then, because of the search engine changes, that people should be doing more UGC?
I think
Or
so.
just
to like almost build that trust around your product or service with actual people, like, rather than, because obviously we're saying about short form content being prioritized. You can't put a text testimonial in that, so you have to have that trust building element.
Yeah.
And often that is someone actually saying that they'd like to try the product
Yeah.
or service, whatever. So yeah, I was kind of thinking from that side of it, that to be ready to capture that search intent, those users, with
Yeah.
trust building content rather than just your static
I see.
testimonial content,
I see.
etc.
So yeah, it's the content to use for these searches.
Yeah, but then that is only going to appear in the search results if it's optimized for
Yeah.
social,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah, which we'll get onto.
So social SEO, we've kind of touched on it anyway, but it's changing, obviously. And now, because of all these things with like Instagram and search results and people using social media as a search engine, ultimately you need to be optimizing your content for SEO on social media,
Yeah.
which is very different to doing it on your website,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah, agreed.
in layman's terms. But I think to do that, one is dependent on your type of business, because if you're like that was a bit fluff. It fully kind of depends on your type of business, because if you're selling a product, you've got something tangible there that you can really optimize, like your visuals. You can kind of almost keyword optimize within your own headlines, etc. But if you're doing a service, it's a bit more difficult. It's kind of like building that trust of something that you can't show,
Yeah.
perhaps, but maybe you could, maybe a car wash.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, obviously we've collectively seen a lot of things on like LinkedIn, etc., of people showing examples of their own posts showing in search results,
Yeah.
basically, which is kind of interesting itself. I'm seeing it a lot, like I said earlier, but like of like big brands like Rode Beauty, Hair Syrup, like things like that. But I think that my skepticism is that when you're typing in the exact name of the product on Google,
Yeah.
it's going to come up. I think it's kind of like assessing the kind of relevance versus the deliverability, because if you are searching by name a product, your post by the verified brand, probably is going to come up first.
Yeah.
But
I think where it comes in, I think, is where you've got like more specific, longer tail searches. So when people are putting in something really specific, and I think it's something that's been flagged in like the latest Google update, which is just finished, but you need to kind of focus on more conversational tone and how people would key something in as if it was social media. So on TikTok, you know, I guess maybe the way in which younger generations type is going to be different to an older person on Google, Bing. So it's just kind of being aware of that and then using that as like keyword optimization in your Instagram descriptions of posts. So actually making sure that they're not really clunky, but actually kind of quoting that.
Yeah,
And starting
what that search
with
will be.
yeah, because I feel like we've even noticed it on our TikTok where we have started with like a more keyword focused straight away start of the video content where we go straight into talking about whatever it is we want to rank for, and same with the descriptions, that's more inclined to rank better for that result as well.
I guess it's kind of like, instead of saying like imagine a nice aesthetic video of your lunch, this is like what you made for lunch, instead of saying here's my lunch or here's my outfit of the day, say like quick and easy lunch in 5 minutes, or like what, like office outfit inspo, like give something that
More to
like
the point,
yeah,
more direct.
exactly, yeah, be a bit less ominous.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just being more keyword focused, kind of like you would be with search, I guess. Like when you're doing like metas and descriptions, page titles, you're having to be more to the point, so less waffly.
Yeah, definitely.
And more keyword specific for at least the first few lines.
Yeah. But also don't cram.
No, not cram.
You wouldn't cram on your website. It's just not worth it. But like, try and, I guess, keep it simple, to the point, and think about who you want to target and what that person is searching.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly.
And then the only other thing I can think of in terms of like social SEO is the use of hashtags.
Yeah.
And I guess the best, or at the moment, the best recommended by like Meta way to do so is to keep them, don't cram, don't use loads. Use some that are broad, some that are more niche, and some that are branded to you, if applicable.
Yeah.
Because if you're building your brand from the very start, using a hashtag of your name that no one's ever heard of and there's no following on that hashtag, then there's just no point. But weigh up kind of how you would do that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, don't just like use random hashtags for the sake of it. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
It's kind of just like substantiating what you've already tried to do, because I feel like we know that hashtags aren't the main ranking factor and don't have as much like weight as they used to. So it's just an additional complementary thing you can do, as well as your post text and your asset. Yeah. Whether it's video or static, just it's going to help with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Agreed. I can't really think of anything else to add.
No, I can't either. My only other, actually, one quick thought was not about optimizing your posts, but optimizing your actual account on Instagram and probably TikTok specifically. Yeah. I've noticed it on TikTok so much, where an account will be named like person's name, Ellie, for example, and then like dash UGC content creator, so that when agencies or brands are looking for UGC content creators,
I see,
they're just typing that in on TikTok, and like for example, we might type in UGC content creator Exeter, and people are naming themselves to that, so it's kind of like factoring that in.
Keyword focus,
same if you're like a coffee shop, a restaurant, like making sure it's really to the point of where you are.
Yeah, I feel like that's the same with search though, isn't it? It's literally mirroring the same approaches. Like in the same way, if you're based in a business in Exeter, you want to rank for said business in Exeter, so it's doing the same kind of methods as you would on search to social media.
Yeah, completely.
So
I think that covers everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Which is in good time because the bin men are outside.
Yeah.
It's really loud.
Yeah. Making a racket. So hope you enjoy this episode, and we'll be back again.
We will.
Very soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.